Hi, my name is Coleman Parkinson, and for my Project 3, I have chosen Death Valley National Park. Looking at the raw data, we can see clearly the bubble of the 90s and a lack of interest in the middle 2000s with it starting to climb up again, and a large decrease due to COVID. We can see this here when we go to the 5-year attendance by the monthly, the devastation of the attendance in April, and then it doesn't really get back to where it is. But more interesting is when we look at the seasonality and base R squared, we can see that there is a bit of seasonality. We can see that these months here at first, the spring and fall months were preferred with an avoidance in the summer. But look at what happens after COVID starts to get lessened upon the rules and more attendance happens. It is skewed now. We can almost see now that it's almost like a DNA strand where they're almost opposing now. So everything has been shifted. I'll go over more of that in a little bit, but the R squared is about 44%, so the time trend only accounts for 44%. There is a large bias for this because of what has happened with COVID. It is not exactly accurate, so we do go over without COVID numbers and what that means. I'll go over that here. So after we fix seasonality, kind of look at the weights for what that means, we can see it only increases by about 1%. However, I do think, again, this is a bit of a not exactly true, and if we didn't have COVID, these numbers would be a bit different. The weight that this drop here brings means that everything is going to be really biased towards a not real number. It's not going to have the same precision as we would if we didn't have that, and I'll show you why here in just a little bit. So the methods we use to predict the attendance, the first one we did was a 3-month moving average, and these are the stats here with a MAPE of 8.82. And then we got the simple exponential moving forecast with the alpha of 0.2. The MAPE here is 4.12%. This would make it look like the 3-month moving average is better, but in fact, none of these, as it turns out, is very good at calculating attendance or projecting the attendance because they're dragging indicators. They do not actually have precision, even though it looks like it. In reality, I actually go over this right here about why it's such a tight fit. It is actually regression. It is the correct way. And then we can see here with regression, the MAPE is at 40%. However, if we get rid of COVID, that the time trend goes up to 88% instead of the 45%. So despite the 40% seeming like it's not very precise, it's because there's a bias due to COVID for these other methods. In conclusion, we can see that COVID has decimated the attendance and it's skewed these seasons over. You can almost see them going off of each other. Overall, I do believe that in the first chart here, I have the new prediction in which we will start seeing that increase and rapid because of the rebound from COVID. Thank you.